Hello everybody, hope you're having a blessed day. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys kind of some options you have once you hit the nice level 150 in Wizard101 for your fire. So, let me show you guys two quick little setups that you can do to basically get the best stats you can have in the game. Alright, so the first one you're going to see right here is going to be what I would say is your crit setup. Now, there's two options you can go with this, okay? You want to have the one with a little bit more damage, or you want the one with a little bit more crit. Alright, so this is going to be the one with a little bit more crit. Now, looking at our stats right now, we got 164. Very good. 27 resist. Not so good, but you know what? You're a crit healer. 100% accuracy, that's a must. Now for the crit, we're going to mark 845. I don't know if that's 100% anymore. I don't know the math. I'm not going to look up the math. But you know what? You're going to be critting just about every single gosh darn hit. Block is not important at all. 9 pierce. Again, you're just a crit setup with high damage. And 100% power pip with 113 shadow. So, you know, shadow's not the best, but you know what? You're always going to get a power pip. You're always going to have accuracy. And you're probably always going to crit with pretty decent damage. Now, how do you get this setup? Is by using the following gear setup. One, you could be looking at the Dragoon little gear set. You're actually using the 5-piece Dragoon. Mainly because you need to get that 10% power pip. Alright, so you can rock the Dragoon Helm. You can rock the Dragoon Boots. You can rock the Dragoon Avum. The Dragoon Amulet. And the Dragoon Ring. To get that extra crit. Without the Dragoon Ring, I don't think you can get up to that 800 plus crit in the game. At least without having like 100% power pip and 100% accuracy at least. If I'm wrong, definitely tell me in the comment section. I'll love to know for myself. Now, the other thing you're going to be rocking is going to be a robe of Malice's Ire. And it's been, I don't know how many years, but this is still the best goddamn robe in the game for most schools. Definitely for fire, because that 18% accuracy is literally over half what you need. Alright. And then for the one, which is interchangeable, I'm going to say the Kabuki and the Borden Hook kind of takes back the spot as being the best crit setup wand for fire. Now it has less damage than a lot of other ones around there, like the Fossil Avengers, or even the brand new, where is it? The Supreme Eruption one, which is a lot like 4 less damage, 3 less pierce. And no of that 19 Shadow Pit, which is a big thing there. But what it does give you in the kind of like trade-off is that extra like 20-30 crit, which you know, every bit helps. Alright? Because the more crit you have, less likely your mob's going to be able to block it. And if in the high worlds, block is the same. Alright, now if Avums, okay, we already went over that. And then for the pet, we're going to get the Fossil Avenger set. And this is going to be a quad crit, double max dealer, well, damage pet on a nice little scratchy Filosaur. And if you have the perm, which if you saw a previous video, I just cannot get the goddamn thing apparently, you'll be rocking out with a Stompy Bronco perm, no matter what really. Alright. And that's just because you want to get the extra 8 damage. 8 damage is pretty good for something that's put on any, really just the pet with your stat you want anyways, and then a mount. So that's pretty good. And then the best deck now in the game is going to be the Demiurge Raid set, which I think also the Merciless is also the same. But Demiurge, basically, as compared to the last best one, which was Executive, basically, it literally just has better stats overall, stuff like 5 health, but gives you 3 more crit and 49 block, which is really nice to have. Alright. That's kind of what we're rocking with. Now, some changes you could make if you wanted to change it up a little bit. You can get this damage higher, but it's going to cost you some of your crit. And that's going to be changing out into the Fossil Avenger to start with, and then you can change the mount into, say, a Fire Gulcher. Alright, and see I went down by about 22 crit, but your damage went up by a few. So, you know, there's your trade-off there. But what I think would be like even like, more interesting is if you keep the Stompy potentially. So there's our Stompy you had. Doesn't right here. You want to activate both. Alright. And then we actually go for maybe the Supreme Eruption. Alright. So damage stays the same. Crit goes down a little bit more, but we go up higher in our Pierce, and our Shadow Pip goes up to 132. So, you know, there's just some options you can mess around with, depending on what you want to do as this a hitter, really, because this is not really like a good solo setup, even though this is basically what I used. If you want to know what I used, because I did the whole question thing with basically the exact same set, I used this setup right here, which is a 166 on 32, 820, you know, there's the stats right there. And what we used on here was the Dragoon Helm. We used the Robe Mouse there. We used that, some of that, a little bit of those, you know, the works. The works, alright. And what I would change now would be change it to this deck, which would give me just a little bit more crit, as you saw from one of the previous setups. Alright. Now, that's if you're playing with a friend, and if you're just a mad lad like me, you just don't really care about dying. Now, if you want to go for what I saw would be like a pretty good solo setup, and this is going to be available now that we have, well, in a, what is it called? Luminara done. Alright. Alright, it's going to be the setup here. Alright, so let's go to stats. Now, also, before I should go, you see the 170 there. This is also going to be dependent if you have a triple-double Frilosaur. I'm working on one right now, so I don't have that yet, but you want a max triple-double Frilosaur. I'm just going to simulate that with a triple-double random pet I have. But again, looking for that Frilosaur, and again, you're looking for the Stompy mount. Alright, so just imagine this of 8 more damage, so 178 is going to be your damage. 44 resist, which is pretty good for solo, really. Just on a fire, 870, 87 health, nice, 32 accuracy. Crit go down to 542, which is still okay. It's still going to crit quite often, but you know, not, it's going to get blocked more often, okay, basically. More blocks. But what's really nice, though, is that we get that 30% pierce. You know, I'm requesting for some worlds, and having that 30% pierce is very nice, especially in some worlds like this Tower Shield spam. Like, you guys saw that in one of those couple of those episodes. Some of those, like, ice minions be like, you know what? Set shield, Chet shield, Tower shield, Legion shield, Protect shield. Then I'm gonna frostbite you. That's just my job, and they did it really well. So that 30% pierce could be pretty good. All right, and then you have 107 power pip, 132 shadow pip, and you know 44 pip. All right, and you get this by, of course, you know, still Dragoon, but instead of using the 5-piece Dragoon, what we're going to be saying now is kind of the best. Hello, I was over here. It's actually going to be a free set Dragoon, because we do want to get that 7% damage, but we don't need that 10% power pip. Alright, so that's going to be with Dragoon Helm still. The rope's still the same, the boots still the same. Now for wands, we're going to be rocking the Supreme Eruption wand. Alright, because we want to get that 19% power pip, that 26 damage, and really nice at 7% pierce. Very good for questing. Alright, for the Avon, the new best Avon, if you don't want to miss Dragoon, it's going to be the Demiurge raid set, Horde of Merciless. Looking at the stats right there, you have 1,093 health, nice, 131 block, who cares about that? But that 22 damage is what makes a big difference. Alright, so here's this comparing the two Avons. Alright, using the exact same setup, you're getting 4 extra damage and 150 extra health. Health's not that big, but 4 extra damage, that can come in clutch for sure. Alright, Avon's still the Dragoon one. I'm still going to say this is the best Avon in the game. That 4-pip dragon, sorry, it's better than the whole like colossal, what do you want to call it, epic meteor. So always go with that. Best hit in the game, in my opinion, almost. And then instead of the Dragoon one we're rocking, we're going back to Decision of the Fire King, because we need that 70% power pip to get back to 100. Now, I also saw you can also use Alpha Omega Ring, which is like the easier way to get. Definitely not as good, but it will get you at 100% power pip still. But you're going to lose 2 damage and some health and all that other stuff too. But yeah, same thing here. You know, we get the extra Storm and Ice block. Woo! And we get more incoming heal. You know, we may not die as much. Alright, and then for the pet, again, this is supposed to be a Frilosaur. This is the skin. You want the same stats. Triple-double with Mighty. Max stats. That's what we're looking for in that. Mount, I have this on there, so let me take that off real quick. And I guess it would actually be with Stompy. I will actually lower my damage just a little bit. Yeah, so that's going to put me down at 176 at 178. Sorry about that. And then the best though deck is going to be the Demiurge raid set, Horde of Merciless. They're interchangeable, same stats. The same thing, it's just way better than Executive. Alright. That's basically what it is. If you guys in like a future video or in the comment section would like me to talk about where you can get this sets, how you can get the Demiurge, where the best stuff to farm is at, tell me in the comment section down below and I'll answer the best I can. But yeah, that's my this video and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Guys, so your support, man, it helps me make more videos for you to enjoy. Now, do you have your own setups that you prefer or things that you may think is better in your opinion? Tell me down below in the comment section. Again, I love hearing the different varieties of options and ideas you guys come up with, because you know what? I'm not the best at this game, but I do think I'm pretty good. So you know what? Do you think I have something better? Again, tell me down below. But with that, you know it's time for me to say, hope this week is blessed, and I'll host you again in the next video. With that in mind, I'm out.